think you can hear me now. Let me just check. Alright, let's just do our intro again because I just messed it up again and again. This is what I do every time. Yeah. So, hey guys, to back ATP and welcome back to yet another live stream. And today we'll be doing a review on the day one of WWE Draft 2023. So, without further ado, let the review begin. I still don't have my intro yet. So, yeah, here it is. Okay. So, let's see who are here. We have Mia, the moderator. Look who's back. Yes, it is. Because, oh man, I don't know. Like, I come back once and then I take a 2-month break and then I come back again. This is what is happening for the past like 1 year, 2 years. So I don't know for how long, but this has been the schedule for me. So basically, what we're going to do today is do a review on the night one of WWE Draft. Lots of things have happened, but still, I think SmackDown is holding up good when compared to Raw. So let's just go into the chat and see what's happening. So yeah, as I said already, Mir is here. We have Priyal, who is impacted here. The boy KTP is back. Yes, I'm back. We have Vincento. KTP back. Oh, we up. Yes, we are. And then we have the great Action Dream Mania. And I think he's currently on the run to reach 7,000 subscribers. It's insane, man. Like, I think you're going to be doing face reveal soon. So I'm interested. I'm excited for it. And I'm happy for you. If it goes well, then yeah, good luck, man. You're going to be taking over my subscribe count anytime soon. You have uploaded 339 videos. That's great. I've only uploaded like 310, I guess, like for now, because I've deleted a lot of videos so far. It's been like I guess I've deleted over 200 videos. So good luck on your journey. I hope you hit 10k soon. It's not that far. You're at 7,000 subscribers. So just like 3,000 away, and then you'll soon be hitting like 1 lakh subscribers, 100k or whatever it is, and get the silver play button. So congratulations on your success. So let's get back to what we are seeing. WWE Draft. Okay. No thanks. What is it? Okay. Let's look at the results of what happened. Like, I haven't watched the whole episode of SmackDown, but I just watched the highlights of the draft. So let's just go from one by one. So here it is. Where it is? God, forgot to turn off my notifications. Do you want KTP silver button? I don't know if it's going to happen because currently I am really not consistent on the YouTube channel. So I hope I will be like today I'll be going live. Today I am going live, and then tomorrow we'll be having a preview session for the night 2 of WWE Draft. And then on Tuesday I have some work, so I don't know if I will be able to do it, but still I'll think about posting a predictions video for the Backlash 2023 pay-per-view. And then what else do we have? I guess I have already planned a video for like a challenge video, but it's still like not ready yet. So I'm planning to do more. I have received around 4 challenges, I guess. So 4 is so low. So we are going to be getting more and more responses, and then I'll finally do the challenge video very soon. So stay tuned for that. So basically, as you can see, like my setup is not really good right now. It's so messy. So like I have so many things surrounded by me. I usually clean these stuffs, but right now it's super messy. I don't like it. So after the stream gets over, I'll be cleaning all these things up. Okay. So let's get back to what we are supposed to be talking about. We have like gone off content. So So in the first round of the WWE draft, we had the undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion Roman Reigns with the enforcer Solo Sikoa and then Paul Heyman heading to SmackDown. So we all knew like Roman would be going to some other like either one of the shows because of course they have to have a champion, and we all knew that he would be the first pick of the draft because of course he is the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. So I thought that it would have been great if Roman was on Raw. I don't know, because it is the 3 hour show and it needs to have the face of the company. So basically, I thought that he would ride in on Raw instead of SmackDown because he has been on SmackDown for a very long time. Like, I don't know, for 3 or 4 years he has been on SmackDown. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, it would have been good if he was on Raw and the new World Heavyweight Championship went on to SmackDown, so it can have its place. So yeah, so and then I heard a news that they're going to be renaming all the titles on the SmackDown brand to the WWE Championships like that, and then on Raw we are going to be having like World Tag Team Championships. Like for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, we'll be renaming it as WWE Tag Team Championships, and for Raw, we will be renaming it as World Tag Team Championships. So yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with both the championships. Like we have the Universal and WWE Championship, and then we have the Raw Tag Team Championship and SmackDown Tag Team Championship. So it's going to look a bit weird for now. So I think they would be changing the look of the title after Backlash or after SummerSlam. I'm not sure, but I think this is what they're going to be planning right now. And then they didn't draft the Usos with them. They just drafted Solo, Roman, and Paul as the bloodline, and the Usos is separately drafted. So I don't know how this is going to work. And Mia says nearly 4 years, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, so that's right. Roman has been there for very long, so long, and now like the second pick of the draft, I guess we all knew this too. It was the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes who went on to Raw. I don't know how I feel about this, like Roman and Cody Rhodes on a separate brand. I really don't want that to happen, but it happened. So we don't know. I thought that like they have to end their feud. They just had a WrestleMania match, and we all thought that they would end it at SummerSlam or so, or even WrestleMania 40. We don't know. But with these current circumstances, the only way that Cody Rhodes could get an opportunity at Roman's title is going to be when either Cody Rhodes wins at this year's Money in the Bank. That's one thing. And then Cody Rhodes wins the championship at SummerSlam and then goes on to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to unify the title again. And then, if that's not going to happen, he either has to win the Royal Rumble for the second time in a row. That's never going to happen. Like, they're going to have like these three choices to make Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes fight, because anywhere else this is not going to happen. Like, I don't know how they're going to do it, because Roman Reigns has beat every single person on this roster, and we all thought that Cody would be the one who could dethrone him at WrestleMania, but that didn't happen. So at this current circumstances, we don't know who's going to be the one. Like, currently AJ Styles is on SmackDown, so that's a plus. And then who else is on SmackDown? Bobby Lashley is on SmackDown. So I think Roman has already beat him at some point in time. So I don't know how I feel about it. And then who else is there? Like, if they want to dethrone Roman Reigns from the top spot, there is none better than Cody Rhodes. We all know that. If there is someone else, maybe we can have, who is it? I forgot his name. LA Knight. I don't know. He has been receiving a light push recently, and we all thought that he would be the winner of the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle. He didn't win it, and now people are expecting him to win the Money in the Bank match. But with what they are planning with Cody Rhodes, I don't think it might happen. But I really, really, really want to see LA Knight win the Money in the Bank ladder match. But if it, like, what should I say? If Cody becomes the Money in the Bank contract winner, then it doesn't play a major role because he doesn't need it, basically. Like many superstars like Brock Lesnar, or then who is it? Someone who recently won, I don't know. So yeah, let's take Brock Lesnar for example. Like Brock Lesnar really doesn't need the Money in the Bank contract to win the WWE Championship. He could just go on, become a contender, and then win it. Likewise, Cody Rhodes doesn't need it. Like he can earn it. Otis deserves it actually, so I don't mind it. And then who else? Austin Theory also deserves it. Then Baron Corbin. Who else? Like many of them actually deserve the Money in the Bank contract, but Brock Lesnar or Cody Rhodes don't really need it to be the WWE champion. So I guess you know what I mean. So let's move on to the next one. This is what I want. Cody Rhodes and Roman are currently on separate brands, so I don't think it's gonna work out if they're planning to have a match together in the near future. So let's see what's going to happen. It's really like up to WWE to change what's happening. Like if they are planning to have another draft in the October month, then maybe possible. I guess that would be like not a big draft. Like they could just switch brands, something like that. That could happen, but it's all up to WWE's hand. It's up to the creative, and we don't know what's going to happen. So let's just move on to the next draft pick. We have the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair, the Raw Women's Champion, heading to SmackDown Live. No, it's still called SmackDown, not SmackDown Live. It's not 2016. It's SmackDown, SmackDown, SmackDown. So yeah, the EST of WWE has headed to SmackDown, which means the Street Profits also went to SmackDown because they don't want couples to end up on different brands. So basically, because it affects their travel, I guess. So Bianca Belair on to SmackDown with the Raw Women's Championship, and Rhea is yet to be drafted. And I didn't expect Bianca Belair to move to SmackDown because they are having a match at Backlash against Io Sky. So now that is a thing, Damage Control, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, and Bayley are also moving to SmackDown, which means that even if, let's say, Io Sky wins the championship at Backlash, then the Raw Women's Championship still stays on SmackDown. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, let's say tomorrow, Rhea Ripley gets drafted to SmackDown. What are they going to do with the title? Like, both the Raw and SmackDown Women's Championship are going to be on the same brand. Maybe they could do this thing, like what they're doing with the tag titles and the Universal title. They could bring up a new Women's Championship for the Raw brand and then unify both the SmackDown Women's Championship and Raw Women's Championship and rename it as WWE Women's Championship. That's all they can do. But if it's not the case and Rhea Ripley stays on Monday Night Raw, then all they can do is just swap the titles. I don't think Rhea would be agreeing to swap a championship. Like, if they were both a face, then it would have worked. Like, if both Rhea and Bianca Belair were a face and not a heel, then it might have worked. Like, they could just have done like what Street Profits and then you did it, like just swap the titles. But currently, I don't think it's possible. Like, all they could do is unify the title and then just bring up a new women's world championship. I don't know how to call it. Like, WWE Women's Championship sounds great, but uh, Women's World Heavyweight Championship, I don't know. The new Women's World Heavyweight Championship, or just Women's World Championship. I don't know how to say. It doesn't sound great. Like they need to rename it to something that is good. Like just bring back the Divas Women's Championship. That's good. But they are now called a superstar, so I don't know how they would feel about it. But the Divas Championship was really good. Like the design wise, it really fit in. I really liked how it looked, and I don't care what other thing, but the Divas Championship would really good look good on this era. So we have Narendra Roy. Welcome back. I haven't seen all these names in a while, so and we also have Farmer Suplets. Thank you for joining. Like it's been a pleasure to have all you here, even after I don't upload for 2 months straight. So thank you all for coming. And then yeah, so let's move on to the next draft pick, which is the man Becky Lynch moving to Monday Night Raw. So which possibly means that Seth frickin' Rollins is going to be on Raw. He hasn't been drafted yet, but I guess there's a higher chance for him to be moving on to the Red Brand because we have the World Heavyweight Championship to be defended at Night of Champions. So I think he would be like the perfect contender to win the World Tag Team World Heavyweight Championship because like they could run the whole thing back that happened at SummerSlam with Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. Like it would really be awesome to have the feud again and either make Seth Rollins as the champion or Finn Balor as the champion. I would be happy to have both as the champions. So also the number third pick for me would be Cody Rhodes, but the first two would be Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and then Cody Rhodes. Like I don't want Cody to win this right now. Like don't mess it up. Like this is the first championship. You don't need to win it. We have Seth Rollins who hasn't won a championship in like 2 years or so. Yeah, I guess it's true. Like he hasn't won a World Heavyweight Championship in a long time. He has won the United States Championship recently, but he hasn't won the World Heavyweight Championship in a very long time. So I hope this is the time when they let Seth Rollins shine because he has lost a lot of pay-per-view matches. Like the last one that he had was the only one that he won against Logan Paul. So this is something. And Mia says I want Seth or Drew to win the new World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, Drew is also another contender, but I don't want him to win because he hasn't had the like crowd attraction recently. Like the crowd hasn't been on his side for some time. Like he has been over like so well in the 2020, but right now he's stuck somewhere. Like he has to find himself. With the same character, I don't think that it would work. Like the Scottish Warrior thing. Like even I was a fan of Drew McIntyre back then, but now I don't think it's working because it has got a stale. Like what they did with Sheamus and Drew McIntyre was so good. Like they would have been like proper contenders for the tag team titles at this point, but they really messed it up, and I don't know what's going to happen in the coming days. Like if they want to have Sheamus and Drew McIntyre team up again to win the tag titles, then it's going to be really awesome. And the other thing that I want to see is Sheamus winning a world title in this year. Like likewise, like Seth Rollins, Sheamus hasn't won a world championship in super long. Like even before Seth Rollins, like he really deserves the championship. He has been putting on bangers after bangers, like for every single pay-per-view, and they are just really not looking the same way as the WWE audience. Like I know, like he is old and he is like giving back to the people and the new talents and just making them look good, but still he deserves to win a world championship before he retires. So I don't think that he will return anytime soon. Like he would still have like 10 years or so, I don't know, because he's really good right now. So he deserves to win a championship in the near future. We have Vitty Widdowson, who's also known as WWE Attention Shows. Welcome to the stream, man. Thanks for joining. You're the winner of the one and only Predictor Mania that happened. So thanks for joining. And uh, what should I say? I forgot what I thought of saying. I forgot, man. Sorry. So yeah, Sheamus has delivered bangers. Mia says, yeah, he has delivered a lot of bangers. So, and to those that don't watch WWE, if you're in here, it's going to sound so bad. Like the by what we mean as bangers is great matches. Okay, great matches. Not the other thing that you're thinking of. Okay. So let's move on to the second round of the draft. We have the Street Profits heading to SmackDown, and we already discussed about it. But like, we really thought that the Street Profits would be split up in this year's WWE draft because like having them feud against each other would have been a terrible plan. Like, just imagine Angelo Dawkins turning on Montez Ford. No, that's something that I don't want to see because I want to see both Montesford and Angelo Dawkins shine even if they split up. That would have happened only if they were to split in the draft. Like they would have not like done tremendous thing with Angelo Dawkins, but he could have had a better opportunity by being split in a draft instead of being split up as a heel. So I guess that I don't know what they're planning to do because all the factions that are drafted as a pick and they're not being split up. So I don't think how they're going to work with some team splitting also because we thought that damage control would be split, but they weren't. They like Io Sky receiving a singles push was something that was teased for a long time, but I don't know what they're doing. And the same goes for Street Profits. Like Montez Ford deserves to have a singles push because he has been like so good with all the matches that he has been on, and at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view he was like extremely good, and his performance was I don't know how to say, but it was so great. And Petty Wilson says, I mean, the bloodline has been split up, and I'm confused why Solo was added and Roman and Paul. Yeah, like it's fair because they can't like the Usos are a separate tag team, but even though they are part of the bloodline, it would be like I don't know. It would be weird to have 5 members getting drafted at the same time. We have like the Judgment Day and the OC who got drafted, but it's weird to have like 4 members being drafted as one pick. But for the bloodline, I don't know why they have split it up, but it's going weird actually. And Mia says just like the New Day, like yeah, even they can do what their New Day did. Like Angelo Dawkins could support the Street Profits. I mean, Angelo Dawkins could support Montesford to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Like it's a possibility, but I don't think that would happen right now. We would have to wait a year for it because he might be a contender to win the next year's Royal Rumble match, and if it happens, then he would be the perfect contender to dethrone Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. So I don't think Roman is going to be champion for the next 1 year, but still, currently, oh my god, Roman is going to touch 1 year, no, 1,000 days as the WWE Universal Champion. So he is, I don't know how I feel about this fight. Like in the modern era, no one has reached such milestone because 3 years, man, 3 years. Roman has been the Universal Champion, and in the current era, I don't think like this is like possible. Like usually people would get bored of the champion, but right now it's somewhat working. I don't know. I feel like currently no one is ready to beat Roman Reigns. Like he has beaten every single one who he has to beat. Like There's something with him. The character is just too good, but I don't know what they would do if he loses the Universal Championship. Like he can't go back and challenge for the Intercontinental Championship or United States Championship. Like he's the head of the table. He can't do that. So I don't know how they're going to be building him up after he loses the championship. Like, of course, he's going to have a long break after he loses it, but after he returns, he will most likely be back on the title picture, and then he's in a weird situation right now. Like, for Kofi Kingston, he won the WWE Championship, but then he could and he can go back to be winning the United States Championship or Intercontinental Championship, but that doesn't happen with Roman Reigns. Even for Seth Rollins, he could still go back and win the United States Championship and Intercontinental Championship, but he can't stay in the World Heavyweight Championship picture. So that's something like we don't know how it's going to turn out if Roman loses it. And WWE doesn't say is at least Roman will still hold the undisputed titles, and at everyone is saying Cody is winning the World Heavyweight Championship, but who knows these days? It won't surprise me if Roman wins it. Like I don't know. Yeah, Cody winning the World Heavyweight Championship is something that I don't want to see, because him dethroning Roman Reigns would be a perfect opportunity instead of him just like going after the World Heavyweight Championship. I don't know. I want Seth Rollins to win this, and either Finn Balor or even Cody, if it like fits in. I don't know how to say it, but that's it. Okay, then what else do we have? So in the second round, we have the Imperium, Gunther, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci moving to Monday Night Raw or staying on Monday Night Raw. It's a great pick for the Raw brand because Gunther is a future World Heavyweight Champion, so it's good to have him on the Red brand, on the A show, or should I say? Like, I don't know how it's going to turn out, but Gunther is really like set to win the World Heavyweight Championship very, very soon, either at Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, whatever it is. But having a feud between Gunther and Roman Reigns would be hella fun. So I want to see him excel at what he does. So, and he's so young, I guess, like 25 or 26, I don't know, but he's too young and he could do very well with the following years, and he would be the face of the company in the next 10 years. So it's going to be great. And the team, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, they could go up to winning the World Tag Team Championships, and we could have the Bloodline versus the Imperium at Survivor Series. Something like that could happen very, very soon. So let's hope for the best for the team, and then let's move on to the next pick. We have the Rated R Superstar Edge moving to SmackDown, the brand he deserves to be in. So Edge hasn't been on SmackDown for a very long time, and now he's back. We will be seeing him go after the WWE Universal Championship again for sure. So yeah, we are going to be seeing him go after Roman Reigns at the near future. So yeah, I don't have anything for Edge. I think that he said that he still has a year in him. So basically, we're going to be having he has to have someone who like retires in, like, who comes to your mind when you want Edge to retire? And I would say that Damien Priest would be a great pick because he is a future champion. So he's going to be the future of the company. He has great mic skills, wrestling ability, and then the charisma to be the one. So he has everything. So I guess Damien Priest would be a great pick to retire Edge, but I don't know how it's going to plan out. So let's just hope that Edge retires on his own term instead of like getting injured or something like that. So we hope for the best. I really wanted Edge to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Yes, so that's something like Edge can't challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship, and I guess that now that Roman is the champion, it's not going to be feasible for Edge to challenge Roman Reigns. So it would have been great if he was on Raw. I don't know how things are going to be because just being on the brand and not being able to face the world champion of the brand, it's just like not good. So let's see what's going to happen. So let's move on to the next pick. We have the original bro, Matt Riddle, heading to Raw. I don't know what to say about this because I don't know what they're going to be planning with Matt Riddle right now. He just returned and he's been on both shows like running around. Hi and so I don't know what they're planning for him, but I hope they do great things with him. Like currently, there's a lot going on with the brands and the superstars, so him getting into the title picture is going to be a little bit harder. But I guess he would become the new United States champion, no, Intercontinental champion by the end of the year. It's a possibility. So yeah, so we have the original bro heading to Monday Night Raw. So who else? In the third round of the WWE draft, we have Bobby Lashley heading to SmackDown. So this is one thing that could happen in the near future. Like we have Bobby Lashley on SmackDown, we have Roman Reigns on SmackDown. So it implies that we are going to be seeing Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns at Money in the Bank or at Night of Champions. This is a possibility because they have to have someone who could lose to Roman Reigns but still have the momentum. So Bobby Lashley is perfect for it, and I guess it would be good to see a match between the both because oh my god. So, okay. So yeah. Okay, what was I saying? I forgot. So Bobby Lashley being on SmackDown would be great for him, and he could have new storylines, and it's going to be great for him. So moving on to Raw, we have Drew McIntyre, and he is definitely going after the World Heavyweight Championship. And I don't know what people are going to say, but I don't want him to win. Like, I really don't want him to win. I think it's good for him to stay on the red brand, but still, it's going to be, I don't know, it's going to be hard for him to be the World Heavyweight Champion, but he could go after the Intercontinental Championship again. Like, he faced Gunther at WrestleMania, but then they lost the match. So, I guess he could go after the championship again. It's a possibility. But for now, I don't want him to see as the World Heavyweight Champion. So next up, we have the OC, AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, and Mitching Mia M moving to the blue brand. And yeah, AJ Styles on the blue brand, the house that AJ Styles built. And I know, like, we are already seeing AJ Styles going after the Universal Champion, so it's going to be a great for the storyline wise. Like, have him go after Roman Reigns at SummerSlam also, and it's going to turn out well because I don't want him to see like losing to Roman. He hasn't been the World Heavyweight Champion for so long, so it's going to be great for him. And I think that AJ Styles is a proper contender to win the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, so it's a possibility. And for the team, it's going to be great because the OC is terribly talented, so it's really going to be great for them. So let's see what's going to happen. So the next pick of the WWE draft is going to be the A-lister, The Miz, the two-time Grand Slam champion. So The Miz is going to Raw, and I don't know, like, he and Seth Rollins had a great match this past, I think, 2 weeks ago or so. They had a really great match, and all I saw was Seth Rollins versus The Miz. great match, like all of these things on Twitter. So I really think that they would give him a push very, very soon, and he could be a contender in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament, possibly, if they have one. So good luck for him. And then next week we would be having Damage Control heading to SmackDown. It's going to be a great pick because like Damage Control has been very active on Raw, and they were teasing the breakup of the team for a very long time. So I don't know what's going to happen. If Io Sky wins the championship, then possibly they're going to be making them face Rhea Ripley to unify the titles. So it's something that could happen. So basically, I hope the team does well, and we haven't had a women's team like that in a very long time. So I hope they don't split them up and just mess these things up. So next up we have the King of Strong Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, heading to Monday Night Raw. Basically, I really like Shinsuke. Like, he is one of my favorite superstars, and I don't know what they're going to do with him, but he has recently returned, so I just hope for the best. So basically, I want Shinsuke to win the Intercontinental Championship again in very soon. So let's see what happens. Next up, we have, who is it? Alba Fire and Isla Dawn from NXT, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, heading to SmackDown. And we don't know what they're going to do with this because the Women's Tag Team Championship moving to SmackDown is weird because they don't have any champions on NXT. So what they're going to do? They're going to lose the titles? I don't know. Like, okay, so it's just weird to see the Women's Tag Team Champions, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, heading over to the main roster. And if you think that that is weird, we have the NXT Women's Champion, who is it? I forgot her name. Indy Hartwell, moving over to the Red brand. So yeah, they're just like moving all the champions to the main roster. Then what they're going to do with the actual brand? Like, NXT deserves to have a champion. So both the women's champions are headed to the main roster, and now we have, who is it? After, these are the main things that happened on the show, but after the show got over, we had Hitro, Top Dollar, Adonis, and B-Fab heading over to SmackDown, and Lacey Evans moving over to SmackDown. And then we had, for Raw, the list goes on like it's super long. We have Apollo Crews moving from NXT to Raw, Candice LeRae to Raw, and then Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville staying on Raw. Dexter Lumis moving to Raw. JD McDonough, I don't know how to say his name because I remember him as Jordan Devlin, but here his name is JD McDonough, so I don't know when they changed his name. So basically, and then we have Natalia drafted to Raw, and then the Viking Raiders, Eric, Iva, and Valhalla, and then Zoe Stark from NXT moving to Raw, and then the Matt Singer male models, Marcy, Mansoor, and Maxine Dupree staying on the Red brand. So these are all the deals that happened, and then we'll be seeing the preview of what happens at like on Tuesday's night 2 of the WWE draft tomorrow. So basically we'll be having a lot going on. So JD was repackaged in NXT 2.0. Oh, I didn't know that. So I have to watch wrestling again because I don't know, it's been a little out of touch, and as you can see, my predictions are going wrong as well. So I have to watch it again. I even lost to the worst contender, SCP, recently on his channel. So it was totally unplanned, but I'm not gonna make any excuses. So yeah, he won. All right. So these are all the drafts that happened. We are going to be like, what should I say? I'll be seeing you tomorrow. So until then, I'm going to click the outro. I think it's time for us to end the stream. It's been an hour, so basically we're going to be ending this now. So what do you guys think about this? Like, what's your overall experience about the draft? Like, do you think it is like it was good or it was bad? But I, for me personally, I think that SmackDown did really well as compared to Raw because they had most of the elite superstars. So the night two of the WWE draft, like, is the one that determines who has the higher, like, who was the better brand. So we don't know what's going to happen, but I hope in the night two Raw does well so that it just balances it, because currently SmackDown has all the superstars they need, and they have a good tag team division, the women's division, and then the world championship contenders. So it's just really good for SmackDown right now. But for Raw, they're just randomly choosing people. So we have to wait and see what happens. So it's just hope for the best. So thank you guys for watching this video. I think this is it for us. We have so much to like talk about, but for this video I'm going to just like leave it here. So I'll see you guys in the next video very soon. My outro song is just like going up and up, and I don't know when it's going to hit it because I don't have the audio. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.